Hello students and families, my name is Jen and I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist. We are pleased to present you with health and nutrition tips for you to use at school and at home with your families. Today's topic is using the stove. So before we get started today, let's talk about the most important thing to keep in mind. Make sure you ask permission from an adult before you use the stove, and make sure you always have an adult nearby for extra supervision. All right, so there are 3 types of stoves. There's gas, electric, and induction. And the type of stove tells you how the heat is used to cook food. Stoves have knobs to control the temperature. It can either be low, medium, or high, or on a number scale from like 1 to 10, and the lower the number, the lower the temperature. So low temperatures are used for things like reheating food. Medium temperatures are used for things like frying food, cooking eggs, cooking meats, and high temperatures are used for boiling, like boiling water for pasta. So we always want to make sure that when we're utilizing the stove that you're using oven mitts, because pots and pans can remain really hot. Now there are certain pots and pans that come with heat resistant handles, and if you have those it's usually okay. Just make sure you check it with an adult to make sure it's safe to touch the pan. When you're cooking hot items, like if you're cooking bacon or boiling water, you want to be careful of grease in water that splatters. So there are mesh screens that you can use to help from preventing it from splattering on your skin or ruining your clothes. A couple more things to keep in mind are that pots and pans can stay hot for a long time, so you want to be sure to clean up messes a while after you turn off the heat and let it cool down. Also, when you're cooking, be sure to keep other things off the oven that can be flammable, so keep recipe books and other things far away. Also, even if you have things close to the oven, it could catch on fire, so you want to be careful with that too. Today we'll be practicing a recipe that uses the stovetop. Many of you are used to making pancakes with your families or watching an adult make pancakes. This is a very special recipe because it's jam-packed full of nutrition. So this recipe has rolled oats in it, fruits in it like banana and apple. We're not using any oil whatsoever and very little sugar product. We're also using whole grains that provide extra fiber, which is good for your tummy too. So stay tuned. We'll be working on that recipe very soon, and we'll catch you next time. Hello students and families. We're making out of this world oat pancakes. And if you look at your Superfoods for Super Kids cookbook, it's on pages 30 and 31. So what we have here is we have all of our wet ingredients, which includes, we have our mashed banana, our applesauce, egg, milk. We also have vanilla, maple syrup. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? No, I think that's all of it. And then we have our dry ingredients in another bowl, which includes the oats and whole wheat flour. We have our cinnamon and baking powder. And I think that is all. Okay, so what we're going to do is I have Hadley and Kaya here, and Hadley is going to mix the dry ingredients and Kaya is going to mix the wet ingredients. And then we'll place the dry ingredients into the wet, mix it a little less than 20 times, and then we'll put it on the stovetop. Okay, so go ahead and start mixing, girls. So one thing with the stovetop is I already have it on medium heat, so it's warming up. I'm also going to put some spray oil on it so that our pancakes don't stick to the pan. Okay, All right, I think we're ready to mix the two ingredients. So let's put this over here, and then we'll place the dry into the wet. And I'm just going to stir it up about 20 times. One thing, this is called a quick bread, and when you're making a quick bread, you don't want to over stir it because it'll cause for lumps and bubbles to happen in your bread. We don't want that. We want a nice even cook. Okay, so that's our batter, and we're going to go ahead and put it on the stovetop. Okay, so if you can see over here, we're doing about 1/3 cup of a pancake here.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome, me too. I'm able to fit 4 pancakes on this pan. Actually, if I make a smaller one, we can get 5 on there. We're over here at the oven, and Hadley will be flipping our pancakes for us. So you can see we have 5 pancakes here on our pan, and after about 4 minutes, we flip the pancake over and we'll cook the other side until it's done. Also, you can notice here that we have it on about, it's 4.5, almost 5, so it's about medium heat. A lot of stovetops will say low, medium, high, and this one actually uses numbers, but it's the same concept. Okay, Hadley, go ahead and take your spatula and flip it for me. So you always want to make sure that you have either heat-safe handles, and if you don't have heat-safe handles, like if they're metal, then you would need to use a pot holder to hold onto your pan. It's pretty good, Had. Good job. Okay, and then we'll just flip every pancake like that. All right, boys and girls, so we have our pancakes ready. We're going to go ahead and take them off of the stovetop, and we're going to eat it. So there's extra batter left. We're going to do another set of pancakes with the leftover batter, but it's as simple as this. You could put a little bit of margarine, like I can't believe it's not butter, that has the healthier fats in it. You could put that on top to help with moisture, but it really doesn't need any extra sweetness to it. It's not going to need any maple syrup or anything like that. So it already has it in it. All right, well, enjoy your pancakes. We're going to enjoy ours. We'll see you.